Hello everybody and welcome to Tabletop Simulator. I'm here with Guest Tickets running another co-op Kingdom Death Monster. Say hi, Jim.
As promised, Azazel's going clubbing today, and in honor of that, we're going to have a little Rick Astley Never Gonna Give You Up in the headphones.
Yeah, he's got his own soundtrack and I've got the one playing for you guys. Never Gonna Give You Up. Alright, let's see. Last time we left off, we're talking about who's going on this mission here. I'm thinking Azazel. He has his club, just as Jim said, so he's going to be trying to use his dash to probably get up on the antelope and blast him with this club. He does get refunded occasionally from the rawhide set, as we saw last time. I've got the no-name right here, and the no-name is carrying the sickle and the bone blade, so we're going to have an easier time injuring this thing. And this no-name on departure is going to get no survival, but on arrival we will get one from the stone nose and one from the whisker harp. So still, don't really need to give a name yet. Hey, Jim, why don't you introduce your peeps?
Well, we got Eric rolling with the bow, which is a lot like the rules of the club, so he'll be enjoying a little help from Mrs. Dash. And then I have No Name, who is using a spear as well as being saddled with the hemophobia, but we got to get some people with some 100 XP going, so that's why I'm sticking with this one.
It's unlikely that we'll see too much bleed anyway, and if we get knocked down, we have plenty of survival, hopefully, to encourage anyway. So, we are going to be departing now. We didn't do that last time, so on departure, we do get +1 survival, and our limit is still 4. So, let's give each person a +1 survival.
Done and done.
Maxed out on No Name Green here. And I also get 2 survival, 1 for the boots, 1 for the gloves as well, so that maxes out Azazel. You get any for your people here? Probably not.
I got a stone nose.
Yeah, that's for arrival. We got to make sure we do arrival too.
But I don't have any departure related whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm maxed with No Name anyhow.
We're really strong with the gear right now as far as the weapon scope. Man, we're lacking in armor. Against the butcher, this is going to be rough. Okay, so let's clean up the showdown first. And let's clean up the hunt board. And we are going to be hunting another level 1 antelope, because we are going for that acanthus. If we would have had that acanthus, I think your Fist and Tooth guy would have lived.
I believe so, but we'll save that for another time. I'm giving up on it for now.
Okay, well, I did pass the token, and it is up to Azazel. So I will take my turn here.
All right.
Stampede! Oh boy.
That's not great.
A thunderous boom approaches. The survivors may hide. If they do, move the quarry back 1 space. Otherwise, the survivors gain +1 courage, and the event revealer rolls a d10. If I get a 1, we are all hurting bad. To every hit location, we take 2 event damage.
2 through 7 ain't awesome either.
Ooh.
I mean, my No Name can handle it, and I can get back a little something with
Eric can't.
Stone Nose, but yeah, I mean, I say just let him go back.
Go back 1? Okay. Yeah. We'll back him up 1. So if we do, so we're gonna hide. We're not gonna face this thing off. We all get +1 courage though, but no. We're gonna let it back off. The other thing to mention is we can do herb gathering. And all survivors are going to gain +1 courage from that, and we can roll on the herb gathering table. So that's kind of nice too. If we want to drop that in there, we can drop it at any time and resolve that first, as I recall.
Is that everybody, or is that just the sickle person?
Sickle person can resolve it.
All right, well, we have to remember that when No Name Green comes around.
Yeah. Before we hit that, we can check our survival and determine if we want to actually roll that. So, well, we can resolve it because I see what you're saying. No, as long as we can do it at any time, because we have the sickle.
Got it.
Herb. Let me bring it up here. What is it? Herb gathering? What is it called?
It is called herb gathering. Yes.
There's actually a thing for that, and I'm trying to find it. Herb gathering here. So each survivor must make a special gathering roll. So to make a gathering roll, the survivor nominates any number of d10s and otherwise and rolls them. So add the survivor's gathering score to make a final score and consult the herb table. So as long as we have the sickle, we can in our group we can do this. I don't think everybody has to have it because it says each survivor may do it. To make a gathering roll, the survivor nominates any number of d10s and rolls them. 2 or more die rolls, let's see. And the sickle, we should look it up. Yeah, after the hunt phase setup. Oh, we have to place it on any event hunt space. So we have to do it now. Sorry. So we moved it. We should have done it first. I guess I should have read that. But anyway, we can...
What?
Basically what we do is... to make a gathering roll, a survivor nominates any number of d10s, rolls them. If 2 are the same, your score is 0. Otherwise, you add the results together and add all our scores, make a final score, and result the herb table. So if we get 12 through 44, we get the +1 survival. But if we don't get at least a 12, we get a survival and fresh acanthus at that stage. But if we get under 44... Sorry, under 12. We have to roll in the hunt event table again.
Well, if we had to pick a slot on the hunt board...
Let's say we had to we're going to retroactively do this because this is the first time we're doing this and I totally forgot we had to put it. So I would say he would have been here, so I would say here.
I would have said number 2.
Here?
Yeah, but I mean, if you got a strong feeling about 3, I'm not going to fight you, but I would have put it at number 2.
Why is that? Let me ask why.
Because I want to make sure that we would get it in case we got something that says he moves forward.
Oh, okay. Let's put it on number 2. That's a good point. Okay. So we hide. He moves back. And then you should do that to setup. Totally didn't do that. And then on the next, we're passing the token to you.
Me?
Yep.
All right. So, no name.
So we have to resolve this first because it's on the hunt event thing. I believe it has to be done first. So to make a gathering roll, the survivor nominates any number of d10s and rolls them. A survivor nominates, and then otherwise, add all the survivor's gathering scores. Yeah. Each survivor must make a special gathering roll. So we all, I guess, yeah. Each survivor must do it, and we can choose any number of d10s. If 2 of our dice are the same, we roll a 0. Right. And if with the sickle, I don't know if I get a bonus to this. No, I can just place it. So I'm the one who places it. That's the way it kind of goes. So I should have placed it, but I listened to you because I think you're pretty smart.
Thank you.
Okay. So here's the thing. We need at least a 12 to get a fresh acanthus. If we get 45, we get fresh acanthus, a random vermin resource. If we have cooking, and we do not. If the settlement has cooking, gain 1 random vermin. So we get 2 fresh acanthus. If we're over 75... we may explore the swamp or just gain a fresh acanthus. So if we go to the swamp, things get a little crazy.
Any survivor with a sickle.
Yeah. The survivors find a path through the weeds. Any survivor with a sickle may explore the swamp. So that would have to be no name to explore the swamp, which I would definitely do like an idiot. Okay, so
So all 4 survivors have got to pick their numbers of d10s and throw the bones.
Yeah, to make a gathering roll, a survivor nominates any number of d10s and rolls them. If 2 or more are the same, add all the survivors' gathering scores. So each survivor must do it. So I guess we can see how you do. I don't think we have to do it all at once, right? Is that the way you read it? It just says here, to make a gathering roll, a survivor nominates a number of d10s and rolls them. It says each survivor must make the roll. So it doesn't say we have to roll them all together. And then add all your die results to determine your gathering score. Add all the survivors' gathering scores to make a single final score. So see, we do each one, I think. Is that the way you understand it?
In order to determine how many 10s.
Yeah, we can see how hard we can push it.
Okay.
So our goal is to push the highest we can.
Yeah.
And I mean, I can just copy these dice and...
So who goes first?
Go, a whole bunch.
Is it the chit controller and then just go down the line?
Yeah, okay. We'll let him go first. You're first. There.
All right. Well, if I'm first, I'm throwing 4.
Okay, well, there's 4 whites there. I'm gonna grab them.
Holy cow! There's
Yeah, I
Alien die.
printed them for you. See what you get here. If you roll doubles, then there's 0. You roll doubles, so there's
8,
0.
6,
0,
6,
0, 0.
7.
So all 0. Okay. You gonna roll the blue then?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll 5 though.
5 blue.
Yep.
Okay, there you go.
12 is a pretty low hurdle, so you can play conservative, and I can play it dangerous to begin with.
Okay.
Okay, so we got a 9.
Oh, you got them.
5 is a 14, 24, 25, 29 is what I count.
29. So we already have our fresh acanthus. So if we can get above 45 now, so we're good. Let's see. Yeah, we're good to push it. So we need. You have 29. You said, right?
29.
Okay. So I just need to get maybe 15 more.
29 plus 16 is 45.
Yeah, 16 more. Sorry. 29. All right. Yeah. See, math and stuff. You know, everybody. All right. I'm gonna roll 4 then. I should be able to do well with that. Here we go. There we go. 8, 12, 22.
So 29 plus 22 is equal to 51.
51. So how far are we off from the next one? 51?
100 miles.
Not that far.
Really? 23?
Yeah. 23. All right.
23.
I just rolled a 22, and I didn't roll well on my bottom numbers.
Fair enough, but...
Well, I'm going to throw in 6.
Whew. That's a spicy meatball.
It failed. That's all right.
We got where I wanted to get.
2 fresh acanthus.
Yeah, I was aiming for 45 to 74.
All right, we got 2 fresh acanthus. We'll take that for sure, because that's what we want. We're going for the acanthus.
We got to get some cooking going on.
When we add these, does it say archive it? Gain. So we gain them. So we only have as far as 34 strange resources, but we only have 2 more slots for acanthus now. That's all we can get as the strange resource. Okay.
I'm sorry, you got to roll that one by me again. What?
We only have 4 acanthus in the deck. It means we can only pull 4 every hunt, maximum.
Okay.
But we just pulled 2.
So good
So
on
we
us.
can get 2 more.
I'm just saying we might want to seriously think about getting some cooking.
Oh yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Get the vermin and the survival. We didn't get the survival this time. But the thing is to remember is this card does say all survivors consume herbs and berries. All survivors gain +1 survival on the special hunt table. Then we do the gathering. So we all gain a survival anyway. You gain 1.
We just got, just because.
Yeah, just because we did it. Now that one is done. And you're up next.
And I got to flip this guy over?
Yep.
Okay.
I think that's all, right? Let me check real quick. We don't explore the swamp. We basically went through everything. Consult the herb exploration. Yeah, so that's it. That was all beneficial for us.
Upside.
Yeah.
Black is the 10s, digits.
By the way, we can still consume this fresh acanthus, and it does heal a hit location. So how about I give 1 to you?
Okay.
I'm going to take 1 for the tank. I'm going to give 1 to maybe Eric?
Yep. I rolled a 35, so I'm not happy.
Oh, okay. I'm going to flip over to the 30s then.
Eat the 30s.
So, 35. Broken Lantern Oven. No, this is not a bad thing.
Oh. The survivors come across the shattered ruins of a small settlement. Ashen corpses dot the ruins, disintegrating at the slightest touch. An extinguished lantern oven stands intact at the center of the settlement. The event revealer rolls a d10 and adds their understanding, which I believe is Jack and Squat.
And Jack left town.
Yeah. So, survey says a 2.
Uh-oh.
If the result is 5+, that's a negative. If the settlement already has this in... Nope, we don't have that either. Nothing? Not 5. It's not 5+.
Okay, so if the result is 5+, you gain it. If the settlement already has innovation, yeah, nothing. If the settlement has Song of the Brave, they nominate. So we didn't get anything out of it. Yeah, so if you read this, the event revealer rolls a d10, adds or understanding. If the result is 5+, no. If the settlement already has this innovation, well, we didn't get it. So, yeah. Settlement has Song of the Brave, nothing. So as far as I can tell, we could have gained the Lantern of an innovation, but you blew the roll.
Yeah, I blew the roll.
You blew it! So
Hey, you know what? We've gone into the 30s twice that I can remember in this thing. 39 last time and 35 now when we got out of there unscathed. So I'm calling it a win.
yeah, I mean, it could have been. Well, I mean, I think it was a good chance. I mean, we could have gotten it, the Lantern Oven, which would have been really nice. But we'll take it. We'll take a walk in the park.
Yeah.
Okay, passing the chit. Nothing is better than bad stuff. Let's look at it that way.
Eric is doing the thing now. Survey says,
Hey.
Dead antelope. The survivors are struck by the scent of rotting meat wafting from a hulking corpse ahead. The event revealer may lead the survivors to investigate. If they do, get 1 random vermin resource, 2 screaming antelope resources that are random, and then roll a d10, and on a 7+, the survivors are startled by the arrival of the antelope's killer, a white lion. And the hunt now start a showdown with a white lion 1 level higher than the quarry. So we're going to level 2 lion.
With the dead monster. This is that we are not in a position to be fighting a level 2.
I'm all about
white
roll a
lion.
random hunt event.
Okay. Yeah, we're in no position. It's great, but we are in no position to fight that thing. Not this early. We don't even have gear for good armor.
And that is a 12.
Well, we haven't seen the low numbers for a while here. Here it is. Very short one.
Destiny bound. The survivors collectively feel a heightened level of anticipation. Ooh, we're giddy about this hunt.
Yep.
Their goal is close at hand. The event revealer gains +1 courage. Woohoo! The survivors may skip the next hunt space. If this movement starts the showdown, the survivors ambush their quarry.
Oh, we ambush him too.
Yeah,
We're going to jump the next hunt space. You gain a courage.
Wow,
We may skip it or we may not. But I say ambush it.
Yeah, Eric's courageous, and now we're going to ambush this thing. Well, where's Eric been the whole time?
Yeah. He's been playing with his bow that he's like all excited about having now.
He's got his act together here.
But if anybody's wondering what ambush is, let's see if we can highlight it for you here. Flipping through this very slowly. Ambush monster, ambush survivors. Here, some events allow the survivors to ambush the monster. If they do, survivors may go first in the showdown. Do not follow the setup rules on the monster story event. Instead, place the listed showdown terrain, the monster, and the survivors on the board as the players decide. So, place the showdown terrain, monster, and survivors on the showdown board as the players decide. Setup rules and the terrain cards must still be followed. So we just do not follow the monster story event things, when we arrive. So we have now arrived. Oh, and let's see. Yeah, we go first, by the way. We're first.
Yeah.
But we actually go before the monster. The monster goes second.
You're gonna thump it.
Well, I don't think it skips a turn. I think we just switch sides. Yeah, we just switch it. So the end of the round is after the monster goes now, which is usually the monster is first, but this time we go first. Okay, showdown, antelope. Screaming antelope, level 1.
Something's blocking the thing.
I got it. Okay, so there's some way to set this up, and it says, the showdown setup, but we can put our stuff anywhere we want now. We just have to follow the rules. So we don't even have to follow the showdown setup here where the bug doesn't even have to be where the bug is, actually.
Nice.
The bug patch can go wherever we want. Same with the acanthus. We don't have to set the acanthus up right next to the guy. We could actually put it all on the edge of the board, wherever we want. However, we do now have to follow the terrain rule cards. So as far as I understand it, that's the way it goes. So, and we also have 2 ore veins, which are nothing wrong with trying to get those. Get up to 2 iron resources, but we can't because we don't have the pickaxe. So we can get at least 1 out of it if we roll a 4. So those are good. Those have to be 6 spaces away from all other terrain. The acanthus has to be 6 spaces away from all other acanthus. So everything's got to be 6 spaces away from each other. And the bug patch has to be set up adjacent to the monster. We're moving the bug patch up to a new location. Putting myself here. And we can start wherever we want, too. So why don't we start within striking distance? Because we go first.
Right.
We can set up however we want. Well, if I'm doing that, why don't I put Azazel right in his blind spot?
Happy with that?
That means he can just smash him right off the bat, because we jumped him. Put somebody else. Why don't you... see. I'm unnamed survivor, but I don't have a bow anymore. I need to switch this guy. Oh. I don't have a sword, so I need a lady with a sword, I believe. Man with a sword. Here's a female that looks like a sword. Drop that there. Behind.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay, 6 spaces away. So who has the bow? Eric?
Yep.
Put Eric somewhere.
Is this where the acanthus goes?
No, we're gonna move it. I'm just gonna put acanthus under Eric.
Oh, okay. 6 spaces away, right?
Yeah, you used to 6 spaces away to hit.
I don't want to go 6 away though.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go here. I put the acanthus there. Or the ore vein. Do you want the acanthus or the ore vein? Actually, I should be.
Ore vein. He's already got acanthus.
Yeah, and the acanthus. We need to let the bow or the sword girl go after it. So, okay, the other ore vein, maybe the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll put it right there. Now the acanthus has to go 6 away. So let's spread it out, and I'm gonna get your help here. Well, here, if you want to do that, go right here. That'd be better for your spear. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, I can't. You really want to start like that?
I haven't decided yet.
Okay, well, that's the closest I get the acanthus. So move the acanthus 6 away from all other terrain. 1, 2. Going to be favoring the back a little bit here. 5, 6. One. That's too close. Go backwards. It's too close to everything. Probably over here. Let's do it up here. Let's do it up here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it looks pretty good. I think they're okay. It's kind of different for us. How often do we get to ambush the thing, though? Okay, are we going to start swinging away? Actually, I might switch this up. Bug patch here. And I think, should I have her attack? Let's just let her grab acanthus with the sickle. Because we need to stop this guy from getting it, right?
Sure.
We'll start her with the acanthus. And she doesn't have to attack this round. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bouncing things around a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep.
Okay, so everything looks pretty good. It's kind of weird that we pulled the ore as well, 2 of them. And oh, the acanthus can actually be next to the ore, but the ore can't be next to the acanthus. And the acanthus could be next to the bug, like this. So I'm going to do that. It just has to be away from the other acanthus, that's all. It has to be 6 away from the other acanthus. Although the ore has to be 6 away. You know what I mean? I have to move you there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, like this. Okay. The ore is kind of pushing everything away. The acanthus can actually hug the bug.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is okay.
5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Okay, yeah, we're good. We're ready to start. Okay, pass in the chit. And we're good to go. And we start this time. So I'm going to let unnamed survivor harvest. Okay?
Sounds good.
So she rolls 2d10 this time. And that is pretty bad. There's a 4. A 4, I find nothing with the sickle. And that was her action. Oh, by the way, arrival. Don't forget arrival. 1 insanity. 1 survival. 2 survival because of the heart for everybody. But we already are maxed out. So you get at least 1 insanity. And I don't have anything else. Now, she can't do anything else. That's it for her. So the only thing she can do is move. So I'm going to go ahead and move her. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's right. Yeah. Looks like that's green there, but it's not. He's just going to be grabbing resources right now. The bone blade could break anyway, so... Okay, he's done. You want me to whack him?
Absolutely.
All right. Whacking him with the club here. Club is 5 to hit and 2 to wound. There are only 1 hit there, but it is a perfect hit. And if I fail, it's going to do something, but I'm not going to fail because I'm only rolling a 2. Or I could fail with a 1.
Oh my gosh.
Grasping tiny hands make rude gestures at you. What? Startled, you gain an insanity and lose your composure. I now have to spend an action to regain my senses before I can attack again. He flipped me off. I'm shocked by this. I gain an insanity, but now I'm going to drop a red token on my die so I know that I cannot make an attack. Try to drop it on there. I know I cannot attack unless I activate, which means I can't even get my resource very well.
Rude.
Oh, yeah. I could move. I think I will... No, I can't move. I used cumbersome. Okay, you're up. That was horrible. I can only miss on a 1, and I missed. With the sickle, missed the acanthus, and the club missed a wound.
Stabby stab. With my spear.
Okay. 3 dice. Wounding on a 6.
And I got 1 hit.
Yep.
Looked like a lantern, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Wound is going to do something bad.
He's gonna whack me in the blind spot.
And 5.
You did wound, so move that back. So, roll 1d10 for each survivor in the blind spot. On a roll of 3+, I'm brutally kicked back and I suffer 3 damage to a random hit location to knock back 5. So,
4.
4 is a hit. A random hit location, I'll roll it. My leg did land on leg. That's 3 to my leg. And I'm knocked back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I do knock over my friend here. If I suffer collision, I think I get knocked down too. I do believe I get knocked down. I'm going to flip to the glossary here. Check the collision rule. Collision. When survivors suffer collision, they are knocked down. If the monster ends, if the survivor is knocked back into an impassable terrain, if the survivor suffers knockback into another survivor, complete their knockback move normally. Both survivors suffer collision. Yeah, it knocked us both down. And I don't know that I can dodge that.
Yeah, I don't. It's a reflex.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can dodge other. I mean, I could dash out of the way. That's what I'm gonna do. You know what? Oops. I forgot we have dash. I can definitely dash out of the way to get out of that blind spot. You remember?
I do.
I'm gonna dash, roll this die to try to get my survival back, and I do.
Nice.
And I'm going to dash around to this side of him. So
Okay, I'm going to use my movement.
that makes this negated. But you did move a card.
I did move a card. I moved there.
Okay.
That's No Name's turn. And then Eric is going to uncork his first hunt shot. 2 dice. We're looking at a
7 to hit.
And just 1 hit, but I'll take it.
First strike. So he's going to look at you. If you're insane, and you are not,
I'm not.
Cancel all hits and end their attack, but otherwise you suffer a brain damage. 1 brain damage, but you can still strike.
Sheesh. Good thing I had a stone nose, I guess. Otherwise, it would have had heavy damage on it.
It's not heavy. It's just that's your free hit point.
Oh,
Doesn't count as hit. Oh,
so close, but no.
yeah.
All right, it was a good try, but nada. And that's a cumbersome weapon, so he's done.
We don't click next turn because now the antelope's up.
That's right.
And I am controlling the antelope now. It's kind of weird. We're going to do this backwards. Shuffle the antelope cards. I don't think I did. Okay, Bolt. Closest knockdown survivor. None. Furthest threat in range.
I believe that is Eric.
Unnamed survivor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it is unnamed survivor green.
Huh.
So, move and attack. And that targets me, so I will gain an insanity. It is a 1 to attack, 2 to hit, 1 damage. I hit the waist. I'll take it in the waist. That's good. 1 damage. And then it full moves the antelope in a straight line away from all survivors. Which,
Probably is north.
yeah, I think I can kind of consider both directions.
Yeah, really, you could.
Because it's basically one of these two is away. Because if you say that the Azazel is here and there's 2 here, but we've also got 2 in the upper quadrant. Azazel is on the bottom. He's here. I would say I'm going to move down, maybe. Right here.
One's as good as the other, it looks like.
All right. And then he's done. Next turn. Well, can I go grab some acanthus?
Yeah, farm.
Gotta try to make sure he doesn't graze this stuff up anyway.
Exactly.
This is an 11. An 11 is going to get me fresh acanthus.
So, number 3's good. We only got 1 more to go.
Yeah. After that, she doesn't need to grab anymore.
Well, it's still not a bad idea so that he can't eat it.
Yeah, but the other ones can grab it and get their survival back. She'll always pull fresh acanthus, almost always with an 8+, but the other ones are going to probably get a 3 or 4 nothing or 5 to 7 +1 survival. So that's good. Or, she could take a wound and eat it. And then, well, I guess it would be archived then. So, archive, I don't think it's shuffled back in till after the... Anyway, go ahead.
All right. Well, Eric is going to shake off that miss and try again. That's 1. Then throat. So just a freebie. Come on, Lantern, because we get something nice. I'll take a wound, though. Boom, baby. Good job, Eric. Welcome to the team.
Azazel is going to use his action to get rid of that token.
Ah, yes.
And I'm going to move down here to kind of protect Eric. Does like that furthest survivor in range, though. Anyway, I'm going to move over here. Okay, done.
All right, and then I'm going to check out some ore with unnamed white. That's 1d10, right?
Yep. Roll above a 4.
4.
4, actually, a 4 is enough. Okay. Roll above a 3. Roll at least a 4.
Rolled a 4.
So we are not getting the parts that we need, but we are getting some pretty good stuff. So I'm happy.
1, 2, 4, 5.
Going for the bug.
Or him if he decides to about face us.
Okay.
I got a speed of 3, so I'm gonna strike first, strike hard.
Slam. Closest knockdown, none. Furthest threat in field of view in range. That would be Eric. The rest are out of range.
Yep.
So Eric, it's 1 attack, 2 to hit. Gonna move him straight over here. Turn him up. One attack, 2 to hit, 1 damage.
Okay.
Missed. Or hit. Oh, sorry, hit. Oh, roll it. Body.
Yeah, we're gonna dodge that.
Okay. And next turn, pass in the token.
Okay.
I'm right close to him. You might, well, Eric, how about this? Eric is in the way.
So Eric,
Grab the ore, move.
Yep, I'm done with that. Survey says fiber.
More ore.
Boy, my guys know how to pull some metal out of the earth.
Yeah, with their bare hands, too. I mean, to be fair, though, it is kind of sticking up above ground.
Alright, and then gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. And then Azazel is going to swing with the club because he needs to get his damage in because he hasn't hit yet.
Yep.
So,
He doesn't want to go around back though?
no, because he would have to dash to do it. I'm just going to go ahead and whack him in the teeth. I'm still going to just whack him in the teeth. I'm not afraid of this thing. 1 hit. If I do with a club, I get a +2 luck.
What?
Well, +2 luck means I'm getting an 8 on luck with this.
Why? Tell ya, whose idea was it to get the club?
I don't know. Somebody was smart.
Friggin' genius.
Smart. Here we go.
Come on, baby.
Missed. Oh, that's a hit, though. That is a hit. I didn't get any crit, but I will take the hit.
We need a 4, right?
2.
2. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
he hits hard. That club is a wound machine right now.
You moved the wound card?
Yes, I did.
All right.
Unnamed survivor. She can. You can actually go swing if you want. I could go after the bug.
I'm all about that. I like swinging because I got 3 now that I remember it.
I can't roll anything beneficial against the bug. I don't have a scavenger kit, so I'm just rolling flat here. That is an 8,
Nice.
which is vermin.
Yes. Give me a good one I can eat.
This is a lonely ant. Swap your insanity and survival.
I guess I would just have to say, meh.
Yeah, not so good on this time around. I guess decent if we're in a situation where we suddenly need somebody in our settlement to swap survival and insanity for some reason, if somebody's stuck in the settlement. But right now it's just going to sit there and be a resource we can burn if we decide to. Okay, we'll take extra resources. They're buffers too, you know.
We can always throw it away in the interest of baby making.
Yep, there is that too in the augury. Okay, done. Unnamed white is up.
1, 2,
You can go right
3,
there, swing
4.
here or here.
Yeah, I'll go here so I'm not directly behind you.
Okay.
Wait a minute, can I hit from here?
No.
Okay. 3 dice. Do something useful.
One hit.
Miss and a hit. Right. Survey says reflex.
Crit. You get a resource.
Let's just hit him.
Yeah, you did.
9er. Nice. So he slides over there.
And
reflex is not happening.
No, it does.
Okay.
Turn the monster to face away from the attacker. And what? Full move.
All right. Full move forward in a straight line. Cancel hits now out of the range.
Well, he just runs right up to the edge of the map and stops.
Okay.
And you're done.
Actually, I would like to dash.
Okay.
Because if he decides to do an about face, I don't want him to mow me down.
You can dash later then.
I can?
You can dash at any time you want.
All right, I thought there was like interrupt rules or something.
There are. You interrupt him. You know, if he targets you, you can dash.
Okay.
You can see the interrupt is that down arrow on the card there. See where it says pick target? And then there's a down arrow there. That's an intermission. That's where you can dash. You can also dash on somebody else's reaction. Like if he reacts.
Right, but if I dash now, then I can convince him to come after me instead of, say, Eric.
If he can... Eric and him are in the same... Yeah, okay. If you want to, but we don't know what we're pulling either.
Yeah, I know we're not... I know we don't know what we're pulling, but we still got acanthus rolling around here.
Yeah, you do what you want.
Well, then I'm going to dash.
It is your character.
I'm trying to keep Eric in...
I got your survival, by the way.
Thank you. In the save... Okay, so then he won't touch green if I go straight up.
He won't hit you there. You got to move back one down. There you go.
Here?
Yep. There he can hit you.
All right.
He'll also run me over if he tries to get to you. So if you want to move right here, or here.
Let's come back.
Right here.
That's the cherry spot?
Yep.
All right, then that's where we're going to go.
Because we'll move him over one and up.
Yep. Okay, that's what I want to do.
Okay. And you are pulling the card now. Leave.
Yep, I got the shit. Here we go. Bad guy. Survey says Stomp and Snore, random survivor in range.
Okay, there's 3 of us in range.
Okay, so that means reroll the lantern. Survey says 9er. That is going to be
Azazel.
red.
Yep.
All right, so intimidate the target. The screaming antelope begins to stomp and snort excitedly. A gurgled moan sounds from under its mouth, because that's just gross. Turn to face target and roll 1d10. All right, turn to face. Roll a d10. I got a skull.
Missed.
Turn 4+. That's a negative. Okay, so I just missed. Good work, me.
Yeah, in addition, if I'm insane, and I am, they would knock me back 5, but that's in addition to the hit, I guess.
Yeah,
result of 4, so it's missed. He just blew it. He missed us. That's good. Hank got missed. We'll take it. Next turn.
That's a little convoluted wording, though. I don't like that.
Yeah, the way it's kind of separated up.
Yeah, because does that mean that both things happen at the same time? They're both missed at the same time, or are they two distinct things?
He's trying to intimidate me. That's the thing. So either I'm intimidated, I suffer brain damage, get knocked down and blasted backward.
Yeah.
Or I'm not intimidated, so I'm not going to get blasted backward.
Yeah, that's how I read it, but it's just weird how they did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me in the comment section if you think we did that wrong. I should have been knocked back even though I didn't get hit. Let me know. But I think that we're right. But if we're wrong, that's the way the game is played sometimes.
Be the first.
Yeah. You wouldn't have been... It wouldn't have been the first time I've really screwed up this game in my favor. And we need every favor we can get right now. All right. Our turn.
Yes. Ray Rackham.
I can go get that acanthus up there.
Do it. Do it.
Okay.
That's what you're equipped to do.
What I was born to do. Warm it up. There's an oldie. That is a 12, and that's going to get me another fresh acanthus. That will be the last one that I should pull. I can still get it, but you know I'm out of acanthus. We are out of acanthus to pull. We have harvested everything we could, which is good.
Yeah.
Azazel will maybe dash and hit.
I like it.
Okay, I'm gonna dash and go to the side here. Let me see if I lose the survival. I do not. Jeez. All right, 6 to hit. That is a cocked die. That is a lantern, so there's 2 hits there. 1, 2. All right, so this one, if I'm clubbing, I get a +2 luck, so I think I'm clubbing.
Yep.
Azazel is going clubbing here. Need an 8. Come on. I'll take a 6. That is a hit. The next one, if I wound, he's going to jump away from me, so let's see if I do that too. I missed.
Oh, wow.
Azazel is having a bad day with his club. To be fair, he's not quite used to it. By the way, he did hit. I need to take that off of here. And you did hit too, so you... oh, you don't have anything. So he does get his weapon experience now. Okay. He's done.
All right, so I got to decide what's to do. He is too far away, and he is too far away.
Well, you need 6 to hit.
3, 4, 5, 6.
7.
7. He's 1 spot away.
You need to move. You don't have to dash to shoot him. Or you can just go after that acanthus if you want to. Because you are 1 survival down. That's entirely up to you.
I'm going to move
and cat-eye circle it. Okay.
Because, you know, traps and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I don't want all those. I mean, I do want all those, but I can't take them. We got a something, and we got a something blue, and we got a something borrowed. I don't know.
Giant mouth will eat our weapon.
Yeah, don't love that.
That's where the bow has to. The bow has to hit that giant mouth.
Super dense is not great for
frail weapons, but that's not great for the unnamed green, but that's okay for the rest of us.
And then Restless Hoof is just
another weapon problem.
Ah!
So basically, we have 2 weapon problems coming up, which you need to hit. You need to hit twice with Eric to be able to knock those off. So instead, we could go for acanthus.
Or we did get ourselves a free founding stone, and there's a persistent injury around here.
Do you really think we need to use a founding stone on this thing? Are we in trouble?
No, but I'm just saying we can...
But if you do the persistent injury, all it's going to do is give you insanity. This one will at least give us a resource.
Right, and we don't have to worry about the weapon problem.
You have founding stones you can decide what to do with. I'm not going to use mine. I think that we're dominating this thing. We have no reason to blow a founding stone. But you decide if you want to do it with yours.
Well, I would only suggest it because we got a bonus one. But nope, we're good.
I definitely like using a cat-eye circlet in future fights to look for that option, that opportunity. Smacking them hard. You know, if we see something that's like potentially a kill, or like something that makes them discard or, you know, bleed out or something, that would be something I would use for a level 2 lion or something when, you know, we were going to wipe.
Okay,
but
so
this guy we're just tearing apart.
Here's my thinking then. Put the super dense on top and let the club go for that.
If the club double hits, though, I'm going to lose the weapon.
Well, then it's either that everybody's going to sit around with their finger up their nose until they get those 2 off the board.
I don't think we're in any threat.
Okay.
I think we go for acanthus this next round.
Super dense goes down first.
And then we let the bow take a couple shots. And if things get a little dicey, then we're going to have to just engage anyway.
So hoof goes next.
But we definitely don't want the giant mount. The next one that has to hit has to be the bow.
Yeah.
So the bow can probably roll. He rolls a 7 to hit, but if you do the aim, you get a 5 to hit, so that might be better because we got to get rid of that one.
Yep.
Don't want to lose any of our weapons.
So where should I position myself to make sure I'd theoretically be in range to shoot next turn?
Maybe a little closer, so
Like this?
somewhere in here, maybe. Yeah.
Here?
Sure.
Okay, so Eric's done. Then Spearman is going to go to this acanthus.
Okay.
Because he's used a survival, so he can try and get it back.
Yep.
With a 6.
6, yeah, it does. It gives you a survival.
Excellent.
Exactly what we wanted.
And that takes his turn off.
Okay, so now it is his... Don't pass it. It's messed up now.
Right.
You're the draw.
Survey says...
Back kick.
Back kick in the blind spot.
Nope.
Closest threat in range.
Yep, that is our tank.
1-3-3, although that's going to get modified by your evasion.
Yeah, he'll turn. So my evasion is 2, so it'll be 1-5-3.
You know, if we had used that founding stone, I should have done it. We could have had him knocked down right now.
I don't care. I'm not worried about that founding stone at all.
Right,
We're tearing him apart.
1-5-3?
Yeah. You're gonna wish you had that founding stone. We're fighting a level 2.
5.
I'm gonna dodge it. Rolling it. And I get it back. So he misses.
It was the legs, in case you were wondering.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take that to the legs. I'm not gonna take 3 damage to anything.
All right. That's the end of the round.
Okay. Next up. She's gonna run down here. I think she's gonna leave that acanthus alone. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll just send her after the acanthus. Gonna get there next turn. Okay. You done. You need to shoot, by the way.
Yep, you're doing your thing. I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah, I can't do anything way over there. Actually, you know what? Let's go back just in case, right? But she's not gonna be able to swing anyway. But you go ahead and shoot. You decide.
You think I should do aimed or just regular?
If you hit twice with regular, that's epic. If you hit only once or 0, then we're in trouble for another round. So we can either try to hit with aim and take off the most critical bad one, which is the first one, or you can do double and try to get rid of both of them. But the first one has to be gone.
I'm throwing 2 dice.
Okay. You've been doing well with the dice so far. So see, there you go. Got rid of both of them. See that? That's why I trust your judgment.
Thank you.
First one has no problem for you. Second one, also no problem for you. A 6 is a wound.
That was a pretty lame roll, though. The thing just kind of coasted up in the air and came down flat.
It sometimes does that. Okay.
All right, second one.
This failure does nothing because you're not attacking with melee.
4.
Missed.
This is a miss.
So nothing to it. Okay, so next is super dense. We know.
Yep, next is super dense.
So I'm gonna go ahead and move her, but I'm gonna end her turn, and then maybe Azazel is gonna swing.
Yeah, bone club's not frail.
Nope. Lag there. Both hit.
Nice.
We know one's super dense and the other is another club, the inverted knee. He's going for that inverted knee first.
Seriously, I had no idea there was
Missed.
I had no idea there was so much club love in here.
Oh yeah, against the antelope. Yeah, we're in it, but I missed.
I had no idea it threw so many skulls either.
I did hit barely on his teeth. I knocked out a tooth, but it wasn't even a full knockout. It was like I chipped it in half, you know? Made it less effective. Wow, that was terrible, Azazel. You need to pick up your game.
Maybe we should name one of our survivors Chip in honor of that.
Well, look at the club. If you look at the club, it looks like it has little bone chips in it, like teeth. So it got added.
Oh, yeah.
One got added in there.
Look at that.
Yeah, so it got kind of wedged in, you know? And why do you think that happened? Because Azazel's been practicing with it, and he tends to knock out teeth, but only half teeth. He's rolled a 1 and a 2. But his roll over here was a 9 and a 7. He's using up his rolls on the hits and not on the wounds. Okay, unname's up next.
Yep, I'm counting.
You might want to consider dashing to get there.
The acanthus? No, I'm not worried about that. I'm trying to get into a position to be the tasty morsel from far away.
Well, I was just thinking go up and smack him with your spear is what I was thinking.
I don't think I can't get there.
Dash.
Oh.
You roll 3 bones, but we do have to worry about the wounds. We only 10 left. So the chance of pulling the trap is getting higher and higher as we go.
Yeah, that is true. But somebody's going to have to pull it anyhow.
Well, he's going to turn... He's going to get hit. He's going to turn around and run people over. So we need to make sure that somebody is... whoever hits him, there's nobody in the blind spot. That's all.
All right, you talked me into it. We're going to dash, and we're going to take a swing at him.
I would dash over here. And the reason is if you hit him and he dooms you, he'll end up like turning away from you and sliding along the edge.
Right.
And I think it'll be along here. I don't want him to run over Azazel and get another.
Survey says a hit and
Two
a
hits.
perfect hit. So, trap? Nope. And
tail?
Trap?
Nope.
All right. Tail first.
Yeah, both are okay. Hey, there is a hit.
Here's a hit. And then the flank.
5 to hit. Oh, the Scream Antelope resource, and he loses. Yeah, you can read it. I'm going to get your resource.
Gain 1 Screaming Antelope resource. And then blood runs down the Screaming Antelope's side. The blood loss weakens the monster. It gains -1 toughness.
Okay.
Token, if that matters. Bladder. Great. Smells like urine. I believe it.
We'll take the organ for sure.
And that's Unnamed's turn.
Yeah, so by the way, everybody, the toughness makes it easier to wound now. Okay, and we are done, so now he is up. And I'm drawing for him.
I don't remember if I moved the thing or not.
I didn't do it. You're not sure if you did?
Yeah, I can't remember.
I was telling you to read it.
I read it, and then I got a black. I don't think I moved it.
Yeah,
I think I read it, and then I said it smells like...
Okay, move it. We're dominating this thing anyway, so I don't think we're really in any danger. We haven't even really been hit. I got cracked by it once, and that's it.
Yeah, we were face rolling
No,
this thing.
I got cracked 3 damage. Wasn't in the hunt, right? This thing never even hit me, did it?
It got you in the waist once.
Oh, yeah.
We had armor for that.
I took the 3 leg damage during the... When did I take the 3 leg damage? Well, that was when it back kicked me, isn't it?
Yeah, when I hit it, and then it back kicked.
And I didn't restore it because I dashed out of the way. So I never even got hit then. Everyone's probably screaming, "Yo, Dr. Obsidio, what are you doing?" Sorry, everybody.
You know, everybody sounds like that. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Quit it! You're supposed to be having your doctor's degree. Oh! You make me feel bad, everybody. Don't say that about me anymore. All right.
Doctor on the internet.
Oh, I'm actually a doctor. I actually have a PhD. All right. PhD in butt kicking. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's try not to do that too often.
No, that's a bad joke. All right. Bolt. Closest knockdown, none. Furthest threat in range. That is Eric. We will move up to Eric.
Stay away from my archer.
I think he's fine. 1 attack. He doesn't hit like the lion.
Doesn't hit like the
1 hit to the hands, the arms. 1 damage.
1 damage to the arms for
Yep.
Eric. I'll take it.
We'll move away from the survivors in a straight line, which means he's going to run this way. And he's done. See, that's all he does. He doesn't hit hard, but he is mobile. And he can trample us and things like that. He's hard to pin down, but I think we're okay. The club makes it hard, but we get that huge epic luck, hit there. So next turn, passing token. And I can't get to him, okay?
Eric and Unnamed for me can.
So since I can't get to him, he may move if you hit him. So we're not sure what he's going to do yet. So I'm going to let you go first.
All right.
See what he does.
Eric's got to go first.
Because he's only got 1 card left. So, if you wound him twice, he's dead.
There's 1 wound at least.
Perfect. Nothing from it, though.
And...
There's that -2 toughness, so that would be a 2 to wound that location. And if you wound him, and you do, if the wound result is even, you suffer brain damage. If the wound is odd, you gain an insanity. So you did take off his last card. He's got 1 left.
And I got 1 insanity from my trouble.
There's no reason for us to try to get resources. There's every reason for us to try to kill him.
Yep.
But we're probably going to spring a trap here.
2, 3, 4, 5.
So do you want, before you do that, wait, I was going to say, before you do that, you don't have to go yet. Would you like me to use my rawhide headband? Because I can't get there anyway.
Oh, definitely. That's a great
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to use... And you're safe. So, failure is your weapon stuck. That's bad. The other one is wound. Turn, he'd be dead. So we're going to put the failure down first, and then the wound. So if you hit him twice, you're safe. Just got to wound him once, and we're out of this. We just base rolled him. Only 1 hit, but it only needs to be 1.
And red dice.
Go for a crit. Come on. And big. Missed.
2, it's a miss.
Okay.
Alright, that's my guys.
Yeah, I've done up here. So she will come down to try to join the fight, even though she doesn't really need to. Nothing else she can do there. And she's done. Okay, so he is up. We'll do a basic attack then. Closest knockdown, there is none, so he will graze, but there is none, so he just full moves in a straight line. Yoink, right into the corner.
Okay.
Turn, pass the token. And we're back up again. So I can do that again. You want me to do that again?
Yep.
Because we're right down near the wire, and there's the trap. So we only want to hit him once. And we want to hit him with a bow. So why don't you aim?
So I got a dash first.
Dash and aim, yeah. But we're going to just keep aiming at him, I think, to try to stop him.
And that's my dash.
To stop him from trapping us. We're just going to try to finish him this way. Because we only need to get 1 hit to kill him.
Aim shot.
This is a 5 to hit. And you missed.
Done.
By the way, I'm done. You're done. Your 4 is going to trigger that trap. But, she might be okay. If she dashes here, 2, 3, 4, 5. She could actually run up to him, dash up to him, and try to hit him with a bone blade. With a 6, she might get 1 hit.
Does she need it for experience yet?
No, she doesn't need that. She's just going for the... Or I could use the sickle, too.
Sickle to try and attack him with?
Yeah, so that I have less of a chance than the sword. I don't think the sickle is fragile either.
It is frail.
Oh, it is, okay. Frail. So is the bone blade. If I hit his teeth, but his teeth are already buried. We chipped his tooth, remember? So I think it's fine. He only has 1 super dense, and it is the teeth. So she's good to just try the bone blade or the sickle to try to get that 1 hit on him. You want to do that?
Absolutely.
Okay, so she's going to spend her survival. There's her first move, and her second move is going to be to the side here, not the back. I think he'll go down here if I happen to doom. I'm going to go for the sickle, because it's a less chance to hit 2 of them. And I missed both, which is, totally reasonable. Okay, she's done. Now you can, if you'd like, could run up and try to fist and tooth him.
Absolutely not. I am done with fist and tooth. He's gonna get killed if I do that. I'm not doing that.
Why would you say you get killed?
Because my fist and tooth people keep dying on me.
Okay. Alright. Well, you could founding stone him. Walk up and hit him with the founding stone.
Nah.
I mean, the chance of hitting with a founding stone would be a 7 and a 6 to wound.
Trap is just what, a basic attack?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go up there and shoot them, just try and kill them. Be in the blind spot, and I'm just gonna burn the trap, and then everybody else can whoop them and be done with it. Boom. So there is.
You pulled the trap.
Yep. So then let's just get it over with.
The trap says all survivors adjacent suffer 2 brain damage per monster level. So I suffer 2.
1, 2.
No
name.
Yeah, those 2.
Yep.
And then
I'm doomed.
You're knocked back 5 and knocked down. Here.
Yep.
And then he lands on his belly, turn him directly away from the attacker he is, and he full moves in a straight line, which we're going to move him down into the corner.
Yep.
Because we don't want him to run over our other person here.
Yep.
And that's it.
That's it. Then you get up there with a club and you end this business.
Okay.
I regret nothing.
Next turn.
You might regret it a little bit, so I'll give you a stone.
Well, actually, this is the problem, though. Actually, that was on his turn. We're done.
Yep.
But it's not the next turn yet. It's his turn.
Sure.
So he will move in a full straight line, which means he's going to run me over.
You can dash if you'd like and re-roll it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Forgot about the dash there. I get it back. So I'll just dash up to the...
Dude,
I know where he's going, so I'll just go up here, and then he's going to go over here.
It's just nuts.
Okay, and there it is. Okay, now it's the next turn.
Yep, you are correct.
Yeah, you'd think that die is lucky or something. I need to roll that for my wound.
I'm scared to have you give it up.
All right, here we go. Club. 1 hit.
Come on.
Is not a club location. Just turn the monster to face away. We'll see if I get him here. Yeah, I killed him. He's done.
Yeah.
See ya. Okay, so then if you did wound and I did, I gain a proficiency in club. We all gain a hunt XP. Milestone for green here. So I will go to the green table. The age table here. And 11 is going to be a random fighting art. I'll let you roll it too.
Give me something really high or really small. Stop this middle of the road business, please.
Well, that's the way it goes. Ooh.
11.
But you almost rolled a 19.
Yeah, so close.
Okay, fighting arts. I pulled the last man standing.
Nice.
Put it back and shuffle it again. And you pulled
for a tank, that's pretty boss.
ambidextrous.
And that's pretty sad for a guy with a spear.
All weapons gain a gear grid gain paired. So, yeah, but he's not proficient in spear. So we definitely would like to give him 2 of something. Give him 2 clubs.
Wow, that would be sick.
I don't think it would work, though, because it's two-handed. I think you could only use 1. It is paired, though. But I think it has to be... let's see, we've got the glossary open here. Paired. Weapons are there are 2 identical weapons can be used as 1. Add the speed of the second weapon when attacking the first. These weapons must have the same name and both be in your gear grid. Can you imagine that? Can you actually have... cannot be used if it's a shield, 2-handed, or heavy gear in your gear grid. So you can't do it if you have shield, 2-handed, or heavy gear. So he needs to be a lightly armed.
Yep.
He'd be a candidate for having a rawhide set too.
Can I I could dual wield founding stones.
Yeah, you could dual wield founding stones. You could dual wield bone blades or axes. Axes are really tough too. The bone axe is frail though, but I mean anything that is decent. Everything is paired. So as long as it's an identical card, you can dual wield it. So that's pretty tough if you can find a good combo. Especially if it's something that would work well with the other card. You know what I mean?
You know.
So, anyway, yeah. And I got last man standing here. Or, put that in the wrong slot for you. Last man standing. While you're the only survivor on the Showdown board, you may not gain bleeding or knockdown. So it's like, yeah, not very useful until the butcher's killed everybody. All right. Don't forget to put a star there so you don't forget to pick your...
Question.
Yeah.
Why doesn't Azazel got some permanent thing like evasion or strength or something?
He did. He does. He's got a permanent strength.
That's what he got for his
Yeah.
thing? Okay.
He doesn't really need the club with the permanent strength. The strength doesn't do anything, but if we come up against the butcher or something, that club makes a huge difference for him. Because as soon as we up the game here to 10, that definitely, or like 7 or whatever, 9, let's see, 8. Yeah, it helps starting at toughness 8, which is what most monsters are. So it does help. It did help on this fight, and it continues to help at the higher levels too. So yeah, that strength with the club ensures wounds. That's how that works. Okay, then we draw 4 of each. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll let you flip the antelope ones since you're the luck master.
Hide.
I'll take organs. I'll take organs. I'm happy with organs right now.
We're getting plenty of them.
We'll take hide too. Okay.
You need armor.
There's your hide. There's some more organs. There's more organs and a wild card. We got a pretty good draw. It's not too specific in general, but it is a good draw. We got a lot of cards.
Yeah,
Lots of acanthus, which is what we wanted.
That was by design.
Yeah. Die out of here. Okay, we are now, as everybody knows, returning survivors. Back in the deck, shuffle it up. And now you actually survived up to this point without dying. What's going on here?
Yeah, we thumped them pretty hard.
We get an extra one for collective toil because our population is above 10.
I'm gonna, do that.
Okay, move our cards over. I'll let you kind of figure that one out. And we are now gaining our endeavors, as we did. And we will now update the timeline. Pop this open. We are at the Bone Witch stage, which she's always a great one to have along. Okay, so first we draw the settlement event. Did I shuffle it? I don't think I did. Maybe I did. I pulled the Stranger in the Dark again. I'm going to shuffle that for sure now. You guys see it shuffling? All right, here we go. Dark Trader. Ooh.
Maybe we miss a Stranger in the Dark.
We can get the jeweled sexy thong. I know you're looking for that.
Jeweled sexy thong, but I would say, is there any other kind of jeweled thong?
That's true. All right. A corpulent man reclines on a chair carried on the backs of 4 cloaked men. He offers to sell the settlement many amazing treasures. Each item may be purchased only once. And now we have all these resources. We can purchase a strange brew for 6 resources. That strange brew would basically give us intracranial hemorrhaging, which is terrible. But if we roll a 10, we get +1 permanent accuracy. It could kill us. Could give us the rage-holic disorder and intracranial. Rage-holic, I think, makes us frenzied. I'd have to see the disorder here. Rage-holic. Whenever you suffer a severe injury, you suffer frenzy brain trauma. That's pretty horrible. Pink stone. Only 2 resources. It's a useless rock. It's just a sharp... It's another founding stone, which is not useless to me. Or you gain the immortal disorder. 2 resources is not that expensive. That might be something to use. Or wear this forever. Roll a d10. You look amazing. If only it wasn't so uncomfortable. -1 evasion. It falls apart when he leaves. That's or +1 permanent luck. Pretty terrible for 7 resources. Now the thing is we could easily throw out 1 acanthus and the ant very easily for the pink stone. That's something to consider. We don't buy that until the development stage, so he's just here right now. Okay?
Okay.
Next is the Bone Witch. Pop up the Bone Witch here. Hey, the Bone Witch. One day, the exile emerged from the darkness. The settlement worried at the sound of her wailing chants. Everyone feared what mystery kept her alive in the darkness all these years. Some could not resist asking, All non-death survivors gain +3 insanity. Returning survivors, so we all gain +3 insanity.
There, you got your 2 insanity that I took from you on accident from that deliberate resetting of the trap. Ooh. And 1, 2.
Okay, the most insane returning survivor is drawn to the witch.
I got 5.
And
You got 5.
Azazel is got 7.
7. Okay.
Azazel is going in to the witch camp.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Well, otherwise, you can endeavor, but we're not going to endeavor because it's just automatically there. Any survivor may endeavor if we choose to endeavor. Okay, so I got to roll a d10. Now, Azazel, please remember, I take no responsibility for the roll of this red die. This is your die. It's up to you. You might just rip your head off or something. All right, here we go. 9.
Nice.
Bone Witch whispers of the horrors and wonders she has seen, arming you with valuable knowledge. Gain +2 insanity, +1 understanding, and the Bone Whisperer fighting art.
Wow.
+2 insanity, +1 understanding. Wow. Yeah, lucky.
Oh.
He's 9 though. And Bone Whisperer. Is it a secret fighting art? Bone Whisperer? Yeah, it is a secret fighting art.
Let's say it doesn't mention it here.
All right. And the Bone Whisperer is when another survivor dies on the showdown board, you pass over it. Place token where they died, remove the token and eat their skull, heal your survivor, roll a 1d10 on the hunt XP, plus your hunt XP, and on a 1 to 3 you gain a permanent movement, speed, and evasion.
Ooh.
On a 4 to 8 you gain a permanent strength.
Ooh.
On a 9 to 18 you gain a fighting art and 5 survival.
Sheesh.
On a 19 plus you run away into exile and you're gone from this forever after the showdown. You're gone forever. So at least early on, this is an epic thing to have if people are dying and we eat them. And this is right in line with Bone Whisperer and cannibalism. So yeah, nice. Okay.
Yep, it tracks, unfortunately.
Well, that worked well.
Yeah. Good job, Azazel.
Yep. Doesn't really do much unless somebody dies, but the butcher's up next, so we're totally expecting that. All right, timeline. The Bone Witch is done. I don't think she returns anymore. Yeah, she only comes back if we roll a 1 or 2, which we've rolled many times in the past. For some reason, we like her. And we are now coming up on the next part where we update the death. There is no deaths. We check our milestones, and now we develop. Now, of course, we are looking to innovate. And if we're going to innovate, we're going to burn these resources right here. And if we innovate, we're going to do the Hooded Knight next too, because that'll be our next innovation. But we're going to be there anyway, so the question then is, how far away? Because remember, if we innovate, we can actually pull an extra card if our boy, Agathon, gets the next understanding.
Right.
So we need to decide before we innovate. I'm going to put this off to the side here. Before we innovate, we need to decide what to do. Now, also, we have a bunch of acanthus to burn or not burn as well. And we've got a bunch of monster organs to deal with too. So the monster organs, 3 organs and a hide, will get us our stone circle, which would give us the antelope piece, which we want. The antelope location. So are we good with getting the antelope location?
We are good with that.
So we're going to have to burn the pelt, I think. Unless we want to use this unnamed thing. I'm going to put it out there because we are going to get it. Here's the stone circle.
I say we burn the pelt and hold the wild card.
Well, the pelt is what we need for the set, too. For the antelope armor. So if we want to armor our people up, the pelt is something we want to probably hold on to as much as we can. But we'll see what we got here in a second. Okay. Because the pelt alone will get us the screaming skirt without anything else. And the screaming skirt will give us a +1 severe injury waste thing. But we also have to think that we do need a hide or bandages because the butcher is coming this turn. And we need at least one person with bandages.
Well, that's why I was thinking we keep the wild card because then we get 2 bandages. Oh, no, we're burning that hide on the innovation. Never mind.
Yeah, so...
Yeah. We need bandages.
Well, one way or another, the pelt is gone.
Right.
And it's going to be for bandages or it's going to be for this. So we're just going to toss it now. All right. And we do need to drop an innovation. Innovation. A endeavor. Okay. Next. We do have the bladder.
Yeah, that stinks.
We do not have another organ, though, but we... because this is going to be going for bandages. We can make a helm with spiral, horn, and scrap, so that can be the Screaming Antelope helmet.
Which is nice. The helmet's actually quite useful.
Yeah, scream, and then everybody gains a +1 movement, and all other survivors gain a +1 insanity. All non-death survivors gain a +1 movement until the end of round. All other survivors gain +1 insanity. All insane survivors. All non-death insane survivors gain movement. Everyone who's not insane is closer to being insane after hearing it. That is quite good. The bladder alone is not really enough. We need a bladder and an organ to get the blood paint, which we're going to have to hold off on. But the blood paint, it says activate a weapon gear to the left and right of this card. These are 2 separate attacks, cannot be used with 2-handed weapons. So it's basically a poor man's ambidextrous, but it doesn't have to be the same weapon. So you can carry the sickle, and you could put it to the left, and you could put the sword to the right, and you can fight with both of them.
Like West Studi in Last of the Mohicans.
Or you could put it next to a shield, and you could bash with a shield.
That is really cool, too.
So there is that. Okay, so anyway, we do want bandages, there's no doubt.
Yep.
We need that badly. Copy that and paste it. I see no reason not to get the helm. So we're going to get rid of this and get the helm, because we do want to start making the screaming set, because we're going to keep going after him. Might as well make his set.
Yep.
Okay, we do have all this acanthus, so we're going to burn it all and make 4 dried.
Well, aren't we going to use... What are we going to use to get the pink gem or whatever, then?
Ooh, yeah, I forgot about the pink gem.
That's not... We're burning an acanthus and a bug for that?
Yep. We're going to burn an acanthus and a bug. Get the pink gem. And an endeavor. Do we have to endeavor? We don't. We don't have to endeavor. Thought it was an endeavor. Okay, so roll a d10. You reminded me, so I'm going to let you roll it. Roll a 10. Hold on a sec. We need to decide who's doing... we need to decide who's getting the stone. Because they could gain the immortal disorder. How about the tank?
Yeah.
Azazel?
Immortal sounds like a tanking thing.
Yeah. Okay, Azazel's going to get the stone.
First the Bone Witch, and now this guy. Azazel's just all about town.
You want me to roll it then?
Yeah, it's your boy. You gotta...
He's bad with the dice, but I will roll the dice he's been rolling 10s on.
That's a good idea.
There we go. 10. Lantern.
Hey!
The stone begins to glow, gain the immortal disorder.
Immortal, and he is disordered.
Oh, and if you guys wonder what the immortal disorder is, it's one of the few disorders that is pretty good. And the reason is, let me see where the immortal is. Yeah. The reason this is a pretty good disorder is because as long as he's insane, he converts all damage done to his hit locations to brain damage instead. So when he drops down to 2, it switches to his armor. So he basically takes damage to his insanity first until he's sane. But the other thing is he cannot spend survival while insane. So he's basically just taking hits. But I mean, that's okay because why not, right?
Yeah.
So he'll take the hits down, and of course you can whoever's got the set of the with the helmet on can actually pump his insanity back up too. So he doesn't need to dodge or dash. He can just take the hit. The only thing that kind of is bad is because he's got a club. It's a little harder for him to get up there. But actually, he can play conservative, and just take the rawhide headband to reveal the top 2 AI cards and just make it easier for us. Although against the butcher, it wouldn't be any good because he draws both of them. I don't know if I should take. We'll have to talk about that. I don't know if I should even take him against the butcher.
We also got to discuss frenzy juice. I can't find it. I thought we
have no frenzy juice.
We don't have a way to make it?
No, we need to get the testes from the lion.
Wow, I don't even see it on the things though.
Oh, Caterium. Frenzy drink.
Yeah,
very bottom right.
Got it.
Okay, then the last 3 acanthus, do we want to turn into dried acanthus?
Does that cost endeavors?
No. We just fresh acanthus. We can get 3 dried acanthus.
And yeah, absolutely, because that saves us from the bad table.
Yep. And it gives us 2 survival too. Okay. All right, and then so we have 1 bladder we're going to hold on to because we would like the blood paint, but we can't really use it for much other than just spending on organ grinder, which could give us evasion, maybe. I'm not sure. Okay. The other thing now is if we're going to do augury, that's a little bit risky. If we do get augury,
innovate.
Okay, now here's the thing. Let's just play this out first. Let me explain. If I do augury in this round, I could lose a resource.
Oh.
Okay. If I lose a resource, I have to throw out iron or the bladder. Both of them I'm not really interested in throwing away.
All right.
So we skip the augury this round. And instead, well, we can't use that. Instead, we would use our shared experience to level up our people with our bonus endeavors.
You're saying
skip the babies, level up our people. And the reason is,
I don't understand how that's tracking with my wanting to innovate.
If I okay, well we're going to innovate.
Okay.
But we want to try to get the 1 understanding on Agathon before we innovate in any lantern year coming up. So we want to do the augury before we innovate if we're going to do augury.
Okay.
But I don't think we're going to do augury this time around, is what I'm saying. Unless we want to switch out a dried acanthus for an augury, but I would rather not right now.
I don't know why we're in love with the bladder so much, but
the bladder will give us a dual wield with the blood paint, and then we can activate a weapon on weapon gear to the left and right of this card. Yeah, it's not even a poor man's ambidextrous, actually. It is a good ambidextrous. It just takes up an extra slot.
Well, then I'm on board with the
very good one
and XP.
Yeah, okay. Look at the blood paint if you want to, but you put any weapon that's one-handed on the left and the right, and you can make 2 separate attacks. These are 2. Let's see, activate a gear weapon to the left and right of this card. These are 2 separate attacks. So basically, instead of ambidextrous, where you just roll the extra dice, you can actually roll for the one weapon and then you roll for the other weapon as well. You see what I mean? So it's not paired. They're not paired. It's not the ambidextrous. It's not the paired katars or something. So I could put a club on one side and an axe on the other, and then I would attack with the club, and then I would attack with the axe after that.
Right.
I can choose not to use it too, if I want. Or I could put the bone darts there on one side. I could throw bone darts at point blank range, and then also do the regular attack. Put a shield on one side and a something on the other, and then attack with the shield and with that. You know what I mean? So Yeah, it's a really good weapon if you get a couple good weapons for it. And we've got the sickle, so if I put that between the sickle and the sword, I could attack with the sickle and attack with the sword. Just maybe more guaranteeing a chance to hit. And that's another thing. Put a whip on one side and something on the other. I don't know. Just a thought. Anyway. Okay, we're going to innovate. Here's our innovation token.
Come on, run away.
Storytelling, drums, nightmare training, sculpture. Your runaway did not pop.
Yep.
Now, you were talking about drums. There's drums. Sculpture, we know, is a good card. If we have ambidextrous, it's a pretty good card. But you can't have heavy gear or shields in your gear grid. Cannot be a secret fighting art. So I would say that sculpture, putting ambidextrous in there is not such a bad idea because ambidextrous allows us to have two of the same weapon, you know?
Yep.
It's pretty powerful. It's one of the better cards, ambidextrous. But we did talk about the dodge one, you know, or perfect hit is also quite good. There's not a whole lot of fighting arts that I would say are really good for that, but there are a few. And I would say that ambidextrous is one that I would like to put in there. We talked about that before. Because at least having one person with ambidextrous at all times is pretty powerful. Excuse me. That being said, the +1 survival limit and gaining understanding from this, because we do get extra innovation or endeavors, is pretty nice from the storytelling. But also the drums is pretty nice because then we can just drum and get the fighting arts there too. The rhythm chaser or the synchronized strike where we fight together, which is pretty nice. And also the drums here, we can make a drum with a bone and a hide, and that drum, on arrival, all survivors gain +1 insanity, and when you perform encourage, everybody that's not deaf stands up. That's if we build the drum. So if we need insanity before we depart, we can do it. That's kind of gives you a little bit of a bump there. There's also some innovations involved here too. So, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that there's not a clear-cut winner. And
yeah,
so
I agree.
As a result, I suggest that you privately rank them 1 through 4, and then I do, and then we reveal, and whatever is the total that's the lowest is the one we pick.
Okay.
And then we roll if there's a...
I got it.
Right. It'll take me a second. This is a hard choice.
Here, look, I'll even copy them and arrange mine down here.
Okay, I got my screen not looking at the bottom, so you're safe from me.
Yeah, okay, whoops. Here's number 1, everybody, I think. This is number 2, number 3, and number 4.
You're not looking at the top, right?
No, I don't see what you're doing.
Okay, then I'm going to arrange mine.
Tell me when to come up.
This is a
I don't want
hard
to shuffle.
choice. This is a hard choice.
Yeah, they didn't shuffle. Messing around down here now.
I'm torn between what I like and what I think is good. To be honest.
Well, just pick something because I could offset it with my stuff anyway.
All right,
so.
I'm finished.
Ready? All right, I'm bringing my cards up now. All right. So your number 1 slot is here?
Yep, left to right.
So here's my number 1, sculpture.
Okay.
Number 2, drums. Number
Okay.
3, storytelling. Number 4, nightmare training. So I think
training we agreed on was not worth it.
it looks like drums it is.
And it looks like drums it is.
Well, I got number 1 and you got 3, so they would
that's
actually
4.
balance out.
So then we got to roll it.
But I think we should probably just go with drums
Okay.
because we both agree that's a second choice,
Yep.
and we're both happy with it. So let's just take it if you're okay with that.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay, we're gonna take drums.
People should not underestimate second place.
Okay, and these are going to be deleted because we have duplicates. And we need the drum consequences. So here's Double Consequence and the Forbidden Dance. Song of the Brave. Song of the Brave. Yeah, it's one of the cards we saw that we could have had. We would have been able to roll on a table over there. Okay, so now we can actually consider doing this too to get survival or to get that Rhythm Chasers or Synchronized Strike.
Yeah.
Rhythm Chaser is kind of nice.
Well, the question becomes, is Azazel coming out in this fight? If the answer is yes, then he should drum.
I don't think we have a drum though. Oh, right now is what you're saying. Okay. And the other was Synchronized Strike. All right, so I'm going to bring these over here so we can just always kind of keep an eye on them.
Sure.
So Synchronized Strike allows us to flank, and if we flank, your attack gets a +1 accuracy and +1 strength once per round. So if you surge, it doesn't work the second time. You got to be exactly opposite. And then the other one is on arrival, you gain an evasion token. When you're knocked down, you don't have an instrument in your gear grid, you remove all your +1 evasion tokens.
We already got a harp.
Yeah, so that person would want to have Rhythm Chaser, and later we have a drum. That person wants to have Rhythm Chaser because they get a +1 token.
Yeah, we beat the crap out of people with music. It's fine by me.
And knockdown, if you get knocked down, you lose the evasion token, but the tank would probably want it too. So it's a pretty good thing because then, actually everybody could get it,
Yeah.
It's not bad because the evasion token is an evasion token,
Right.
It's something we really could use. The synchronized fighting art, whatever, synchronized strike makes it easier for us to do damage if we both have it, but we have to have 2 people that get it. So,
But I think before we spend any of our endeavors, we have to make a choice.
yeah.
Are we going to feed newbies to the butcher, or are we sending out the A-team?
Okay, we're gonna clear up the hunt showdown here. We're gonna spawn the butcher because he's coming up, and we can take a look at him. There's no reason we can't. Okay, so here he is. To hit him, we need a 9 toughness, so we're gonna need somebody that's gonna hit. And he draws an extra card, and he tends to hit hard and hit often, and he does tear people up.
Now, I think that the 2 hemophobias are out.
But the one thing is, yeah, he does bleed a lot. That means he's going to knock people down a lot if they got hemophobia. The other thing is, he's got bad accuracy. But we do have a tank with 1 evasion that could run as a tank. You know what I mean? Against this guy. So yeah, I would say the hemophobias have to be out.
And if we're leaving out the hemophobia guys, then I think that we don't bring in the A-team, that we bring in scrubs.
Okay, I'm not totally against that idea. Because he's a tough fight. And if we don't have 2 of our best guys against him, there's a chance we could, lose 2 of our semi-okay guys.
And then what's the point besides wasted time?
Yeah, we just lost our key people. And the knockdown on the hemophobia people makes it really dangerous because he hits somebody, we get knocked down on his turn. That means he knocks down 2 of us. Unless only one of us come. But then he knocks down our tank almost every time he hits. And then if he kills somebody, which he very well could, everything gets a bleed when he attacks. So every time he does damage, it's a bleed. That means our tank is on the ground every round, or every other round, because, he'll get up. We'll have to be encouraging him up all the time.
Which means we won't be able to spend a whole lot on dodges.
Yeah, he can't dodge anyway because of the immortal.
So.
Yeah, he's not the hemophobias aren't going against the butcher. There's no question.
So then I vote Team No Name.
Team No Name?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm packing up my unnamed survivors. Here. And then we're going to be bringing in some newbies then. Pack them up. Rack them up, pack them up, stack them up against the gate. All right. people with no stats, right? And that would be our founders. And we don't mind if they die so much. We're going to get 4 resources for this. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's just we still can get our +1 endeavor because we have 10 living survivors. So we will get 1 endeavor after this is done instead of 4. But we will get 4 resources, so there's still a chance we can innovate.
And give me that love potion.
Love potion number 9.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to get 2 men and 2 women, you think? Or just 3 men and 1 woman? What do you want to do?
I guess we just go by stats.
There's no stats on any of these people.
Then there's no stats on everybody, then I say 3 dudes and 1 lady.
Okay, 3 dudes, because men are expendable.
Well, they don't die in birth.
Yeah, that's why they're expendable. Spawn 1. Spawn 2. Oh, I'll take this one. You want the woman?
Yeah, fine, whatever. They're all gonna die the same way.
I'm optimistic. Spawn
I have a high degree of certainty.
3. Do I have an evasion? I got 1 with evasion here. This is not the one we want. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, okay. Maybe I pulled the wrong one. Okay, we need 1 female. This one has Hunt XP on this one. You have the female in the slot over here. All unnamed. And they don't need names going out.
Unusual one.
Because arrival and everything. This is very weird, going in with no names. Okay, so they don't have any names to them to speak of. They're going in completely raw recruits here. So, we still have 3 endeavors. And the dried acanthus, we can give them just in case we want to use it, but I would be leaning against it. But just in case, I'm going to put 1 on the tank. And do you want to put 1 on the bow? No, maybe not.
No, the bows theoretically should be far away, so the other 3 guys should get it.
Okay. And who's going to get the bandages? The bow?
Yeah.
Or, well, he's probably got some dense stuff, so that bone blade is a risk.
Fair enough.
Maybe we should consider something different than the bone blade, such as just using a founding stone.
Yeah, but I mean, you got space. You can just carry it with you and then make a decision.
Yeah. I mean, I could do the rawhide headband, too. But then, if the bone blade is trying to make hard choices, I could use the cat eye circlet and just use that bone blade person as the... hey, I can cat eye circlet, I can bone blade, if I know what's coming up.
So then who gets the headgear option?
I would say we probably need to protect the spear. Because the spear is our best chance to wound right now. And the club. But the club doesn't need it because the club is tank gear.
Yep.
The bone blade is going to be playing a little bit of support here, but I don't have anything to support with.
That's why I was thinking maybe they should take the headgear.
Oh, to scream?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to leave it on you because that's 3. That's a pretty big deal. I do have the bandages. I could run around healing people. I could take the harp.
Okay.
Or I could take the circlet.
I'm not married to either one.
I'm going to take the circlet. I think that you're going to be shooting, and your bow is a 7 and 6, and my bone blade, I don't have any good chance to wound with this guy. Really. My best chance with the founding stone, I'm going to hide fist and tooth here. My best chance with the founding stone is a 7 and 8. That's pretty not useful for me to shoot. So the king spear wounds on a... I'm going to hide some of these. King spear wounds on a 6. The catgut bow wounds on a 6. And the bone club wounds on a 4. So that's pretty good. But wounds on an 8, I'm going to be missing all the time. Unless I switch to the bone blade, which is a 7, but I'm probably going to break it. So it's better for me to bandage and cat eye circlet so that I can manage what's coming up. And our bone club person and consider using the rawhide headband to try to... it's not going to matter. The rawhide headband's not going to matter because he draws 2 AI cards.
Yep.
So the big killer is going to be our unnamed survivor tank. He's going to be the one that does the most chance of damaging, and unnamed survivor white.
Yep.
We also have an extra founding stone, but remember, don't throw the founding stones on this guy.
Yeah, there's no
crit slots.
no crit slots, so we're not bothering with that.
But it is something we can use in case we have to. You know, we can just keep it in our gear grid. Okay. Everybody has a founding stone, but we're not going to use them other than to swing with, maybe. I think we're pretty good. I mean, best of the worst. Now then the thing is, we have 3 endeavors left, so we can train our people up, which we were talking about doing. Or, better yet, we might even just be able to give them Rhythm Chaser, Secret Fighting Arts, the Synchronized Strike. Or we can give anybody Insanity, because none of these people have any Insanity. But do we really want to? So I say just let them go in and see what happens, and don't invest in them.
And not in the no-name team. They're on their own now.
So what about the Synchronized Strike? But I don't know of anybody that we have that's really good at that. Okay, Rhythm Chaser. We do have a Heart player, Eric. And the only thing that bothers me is about Azazel, if I give him Rhythm Chaser, is that he will get knocked down pretty early. But if he gets a drum, he might be okay with it. Or we could give Azazel the harp.
Yeah, the harp can go anywhere.
All right, let's do that. I'm going to train Azazel in Rhythm Chaser, okay?
Sounds good.
Copy this. I'm going to pack up my survivor here, drop Azazel in. Because Azazel's quickly becoming our champion here. He's going to get an extra token on arrival.
We still love you, Agathon. We haven't forgotten you.
Agathon is our leader. He doesn't need to go out and get killed. He's trying to help our settlement. Later, once he gets his 3rd understanding, he's going to be helping us have babies. So we need to keep him back for now. Anyway, Rhythm Chaser here. +1 on arrival. If we give him the harp, he will not lose that. So that gives him even better tanking power. Okay. And what about Rhythm Chaser on somebody else? What are you thinking? Or do we want to do just the 2 endeavors to level somebody up? What about the tank? What about that off tank?
Well, I was thinking that you have to be 2 levels higher first of all for it, right? In order to train, you have to be 2 XP higher than the person you're training, right?
Yeah.
And do we have anybody that's a 3? Because
Azazel is 3.
So then I would spend 1 on Eric to get him his fighting art or whatever.
You want to get Eric the fighting art?
Well, I mean, you get the roll. If I get another experience, and he gets the milestone.
Okay. Yeah, let's spend 1 on Eric. Let's pack up this person right here. Drop Eric in there, and that'll give him 1.
That gives him his milestone.
Okay, so go ahead and roll that. We'll see what he gets. Watch it be something not bow related. And then he's not going to get his bow that he wanted.
Well, this is going to be either really low or really high, so we won't have to care about that. They're going to give me something good here.
Going to get accuracy so he hits all the time.
Wouldn't that be
Or
awesome?
luck so that he crits with his bow. Ooh.
14.
No, that is not a 14. That is an 18. That is accuracy.
That's an 18! Hey!
That is accuracy. That's exactly what he needs with that bow. Exactly what he needs.
Deal.
The luck is not even that as big of a deal as that. Because accuracy means hits. And that catgut bow is pretty good at wounding with a 3. We'll take that.
Yeah. All right. That was well worth it.
Yeah. Okay. Pack him up.
Pack him up.
And let's see what else we got here. Okay. So Eric, good job.
Yeah.
Our commenters are doing quite well right now. We do have a couple 2s, 3. Captain Cold is a 1, but he's
Agathon
dead.
Is a 1.
Agathon's a 1. If we give him another survival...
Well, I mean, the whole idea is to get him a understanding so that he can start giving us extra stuff when he comes back from a hunt.
I don't think he pulls an understanding off the event, but we'll go ahead and give it to him.
Well, no, the idea is that we're going to get some babies next turn because we're going to lose them here, and then that means we're going to have to roll, and then he gets his understanding, and that means he comes out on the hunt, and he starts giving us good stuff when he comes back, so we want to give him something for the hunt.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. So I'm going to put Agathon in. I wonder if Agathon's actually following this series. I haven't heard anything from him yet, so probably doesn't even know we're talking about him half the time. Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about him behind his back.
Yeah, we will. 5? That's a strength.
Yeah!
We'll take that too.
Who needs fighting arts? Just give us raw stats.
Yeah. Strength means wounds. We'll take those, because some of those bigger guys are harder to wound.
And we go up against a butcher, we'll take a lot of them.
Well, not putting him against the butcher.
I'm very happy with those two endeavors.
All right. I think
Heck, I'm happy with all three of them.
we are preparing our departing survivor. Okay. And then, yeah, we're good to go. So our hunt is a showdown with the Nemesis encounter, so we do not get a hunt this time around. But we do have to deal with the Hooded Knight. I completely forgot about him, so we do have to do that. It is a little bit retroactive. We do have to deal with this guy. So if any survivor has the Twilight Sword, no. A stranger emerges from the dark. Here he comes. So he has a mysterious agenda because nobody has it. So let's see, if any survivor, they duel, otherwise his motives are inscrutable. Roll below. Do you want? Go ahead and roll it.
Okay, what am I trying for?
Ah,
Oh, here goes. Regardless.
we'll find out.
9er.
9. The Hooded Knight forces a tattered parcel into the hands of the returning survivor with the most hunt XP. That's Azazel.
Yep.
And then he leaves with unfinished business. Okay, so Azazel gets this. Azazel's going with the.
Is that the third person that he's met?
Yeah, he's
The
hanging out
bone-
with these
The
people.
Bone Witch, the merchant dude, and now this guy. He is just a man about town.
He had his club now, but now he's got this
Wow.
Twilight Sword. All right, we do have the tattered parcel, and we do have to have the Hooded Knight in 4 years. So timeline 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's the Hooded Knight here. So he's coming back. Okay. And oops. Okay, and then yeah, the Twilight Sword. So he's gonna have the Twilight Sword. So he's gonna have to switch to that because it's much better than what he's got anyway. The club. So he's gonna switch to that, and that's gonna be his weapon because it is cursed. We also get the Blue Lantern and Dormant Twilight Cloak, which are also quite good. So let's go ahead and check this. I'm gonna get it out of this gear here. Takes a while. Twilight Sword, Dormant Cloak, and what was the other one? The Blue Lantern something, right?
Yes, Blue Lantern.
Okay, I got all three. Now the Twilight Cloak, well, these are upside down. Twilight Cloak is pretty good, and this sword is really good. And then the Blue Lantern is kind of not something we're going to run because you suffer a whole bunch of brain damage, and we can deal with the trap. So the Twilight Cloak is unique. So if anybody dies with this on, they're dead. So we need to make sure we put this on somebody who has less than 3 understanding, and they get +3 armor to their head, which is probably going to go on the tank. But not this time.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to lose it since it's unique, and we're not going to take that out. Anyway, Twilight Sword. Well, we need to get Azazel in here. That means that he will also have the specialization Twilight Sword. Because that is a special specialization. Now, the other thing about the mastery is if he masters this, he's gone forever. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So what the specialization is this is a cumbersome weapon. It's just basically a club, okay? But it has 9. The accuracy is 9 minus his proficiency level, and his proficiency level, since we have Twilight Sword, because he's going out with it next time, is 0. So his accuracy is, 9 with it. Where's the Twilight Sword? Yeah, so he doesn't hit very well with that thing. Not at all. So he needs to try to hit with it. You know, rolling bones, a single die to hit. Because it's a 1 to hit. So it's really hard to hit with it. But if he does hit with it, and he needs to keep trying, he'll get to the weapon proficiency, and eventually he'll get rank 2. And then if he gets rank 2, then it loses the cumbersome. When he gets rank 4, he's now hitting a little better. He loses the slow, and he gains +2 speed with it. So now he can swing it 3 times. And at 6, he gains a +1 luck with it. He needs to be real careful because he doesn't want to be an expert in it. So he may need to think about using it and also wielding another weapon. Because if he comes master, he's gone. He leaves. Says, see ya.
That's harsh.
He gives the sword. Let's see. He leaves the settlement forever. And you may place the Master's Twilight Sword in another survivor's gear or archive it. You can get rid of it or keep it. It is harsh, but at least until he gets up there, the higher levels of it, even the mid levels are really tough. So he can really wreck stuff with it. And he'll also duel this guy that comes back too. And if he duels, if he rolls badly, the knight may, or if he, let's see, if this knight kills him, the knight will never return. So, if he wins, he can gain proficiency levels with it. So he gets better and better, even if he doesn't use it. So I think maybe we shouldn't have him use it.
If we don't, then it's just a dead spot in his grid.
It is a dead spot in his grid, but he will gain levels from it. But yeah, I think he just needs to use it. The worst problem is he may actually gain levels from it and then be so epic that he just departs. He's like this epic knight that's just, hey, I'm so awesome, I leave. So Azazel may just depart after so many years. So he may be somebody that is really good, but we also don't want to use on some fights.
Right.
Or the other thing is I could take him along and only use the sword in critical moments. And just use his club or something in the other ones. But I can't gain any other proficiencies. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't think I can't have 2 proficiencies, so
yeah, I mean, this guy's hosed as far as gaining like master in another weapon.
Yeah, unless I keep his current weapon, he may select the weapon's cursed.
Where you stay club and you just hold on to this thing forever?
Yeah, but he gains proficiency. You gain 1 weapon proficiency, lose survival. Oh, look at this. If he doesn't use this, okay. Oh, but he can get the gaping chest wound, which is a pretty bad one too. He probably doesn't know how to use it. He's probably going to get hurt. The gaping chest wound. Let's see. Where's the wounds here? Yeah, let's take a look at the gaping chest wound. Whoops. Gaping. He'd probably get this. Can record multiple. He loses strength. He's probably going to either die, and the knight will never come back again, or he loses strength, or there's a small chance he'll gain a club proficiency, but can't gain survival that phase. And that's if he doesn't train in it, because the knight is basically just like disappointed in him. The knight, I'm pretty sure, although I don't know, I'm just going to say, I think he's one other guy who did the same training, and now he's out trying to train someone else. They have this higher calling. They think they're these epic fighters that go around, they're so awesome and so on. So, anyway, I would just say let's train him in it. And just realize that bringing him along is kind of, we need to tank something big, You know
what's bogus about this table?
What's bogus?
There's no roll to actually kill the knight.
Oh, you can get rid of him.
You can get rid of him, but there's none of that where you actually win the duel.
Oh.
I mean, what kind of a rigged game is that?
I guess you can't beat the knight. He's just too epic.
Yeah, you can never beat the knight. And then he just gives you a sword and comes back and trolls you every once in a while.
But there is another thing. We want the knight to come back, because the Twilight Sword. There is a chance that if we have records, we do start the showdown against the future Nemesis encounter, the Watcher, with 2. It starts with 2 less life, which is kind of nice.
Well, if that's the case, then you want to use it because you get +1 to your roll, and then it'll stop you from dying, and then you'll always get unfinished business.
Yeah, +1 for each proficiency level. So if I have at least 3, I'll never die from it.
Right.
And if he goes out in the next few fights, he should have at least 3 if he hits. So that'll be okay. We'll go ahead and just leave him. I'm going to let him go with it. We're going to play it out. I'm going to try not to let him be master too early. I would like him to, be used in some of the more epic fights, but it does give us chance for other people to train too. And I will take that Twilight Sword and drop it in his box. All right, there we go. Oops. It's not the unnamed survivor I want. There's too many unnamed survivors. We probably should give them a hint. Like, if they have some levels or something, we should hint at their name, but they don't really have a name. You know what I mean?
It's
easier to keep them separated that way. Like A, B, and C, or D, or something. Because like here, I just dropped unnamed survivor in there, but it actually is not the unnamed survivor I need.
Right.
Okay, so I think we're good. All right. We are no special showdown because this is not a special showdown. It's just the regular Nemesis encounter. So next time you join us, we're going to be coming up against the Butcher. We don't need to worry about that gaping chest wound because we're gonna get some training to avoid that. Hopefully. All right. Anything else to add? Think we're good?
It's gonna be a bloodbath.
Yeah. But we do have bandages.
We do have bandages.
All right. Thanks for joining, everybody. I hope you had a great time. Say bye, Jim.
Just because we don't like this butcher doesn't mean that we don't like all butchers.
All right. You guys take care. Have a good one. See you next time.